The BBC phoned me yesterday. They wanted me to appear on the radio. A woman, Louise Gray, brought out a book called The Ethical Carnivore, as if there can ever be such a thing as ethical murder. They wanted to get my opinion on it. Here's my interview.
Midnight Runners and come on Eileen, so it's another way forward then, just eat less meat and eat better meat and try and have some sense of where it comes from, how it lived, how it died. That certainly seemed to be the point that Louise Gray was making a moment or two ago. Let's talk to somebody who might have a slightly different opinion now. Paul Curtin's from Norwich. Paul's a bouncer turned vegan advocate. He's a bodybuilder as well, otherwise known as the Hench Herbivore. Hi Paul, good evening, welcome to the show.
Hi Mark, yeah, thanks for having me on.
Good to have you on. Now I was looking at your tweets a little earlier and you were tweeting that you were coming on the show tonight and you said, I'll be speaking up against the mythical creature that is ethical carnivorism. What do you mean by that?
We wouldn't take a perfectly happy, healthy border collie or a kitten and murder it in cold blood and call that humane. You know, it's an oxymoron.
Well, I suppose the point that somebody who does eat meat would make, that we're not breeding border collies and nice kittens for the table, but we are breeding sheep and pigs and cows. It's a bit
and
different.
There's just no need for it. And I just think if we can be kind, then why choose, you know, it is animal cruelty. We're ending another being's life. They feel fear and pain and happiness and joy just the same way we do. So it's
about animal welfare for you, Paul, rather than the health side of what you're putting into your body.
Sorry, say again?
Is it more to do with the animal welfare, your concerns, rather than what you yourself are putting into your body?
I initially went vegan for health reasons.
Okay.
I saw that the more animal products we eat, the quicker we get one of the diseases of affluence, be it sort of cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's. So 14 of the top 16 killers in the West are basically, a lot of it is driven by the food that we eat. And we have a chance, every time we eat, we can either put something in our mouth that's going to protect us from disease or promote it. And I've found out that we're born to eat plants, and we've become corrupted.
How did you get to this point in your life? Because I'm guessing by the way you talk that you did used to eat meat.
I was the biggest meat eater you've ever met. I would eat 10 kilos of chicken a week. You know, and dairy as well. I have 6 pints of milk a day, a couple of cans of tuna, eggs. You know, I was probably the biggest meat eater that most people would have ever met. Because
this is what I think of when I talk to a bodybuilder. I assume that's the sort of diet.
Yeah.
Because you have to eat all that stuff to build up the muscle, don't you?
Yeah, well, meat is muscle, and meat is made out of plants. So it's that simple. We're just cutting out the middleman. I trained with the reigning Mr. Universe last year, Barney Duplessis, 2014 Mr. Universe. He's been vegan over a year now. He's bigger than ever. He's stronger. He's got more energy. He recovers quicker because we need to be alkaline, and animal products make acid in our body, which is a lot of the driver behind the diseases we tend to suffer and die from here in the West.
Because this is a big worry that athletes and people like bodybuilders and others who need a great body, this is what they worry about, isn't it? That if they strip something as fundamental out as meat and all the protein that you get from it, then
because we've been told it for so long. But look at Kendrick Farris at the Olympics this year. He was the only American to make the weightlifting team, and he won silver. He's vegan, so he was stronger than most other people in the world at these particular lifts.
Do you eat well as a vegan? Because the other fear is that you end up just snacking and buying processed foods, which are probably worse for you.
You know, we evolved eating whole food, so that's what we should eat. And yeah, you can be unhealthy as a vegan if you want to. It'll cost you, you know, money-wise and health-wise. But if we just eat fruits, veg, whole grains, nuts, legumes, seeds, you can have the best health. It's amazing. So I'm a personal trainer now as well as a YouTuber, and I have clients and people on my YouTube telling me they reverse all sorts of diseases, and I've seen it. And in myself, my eyesight's twice as good. I have more energy, reversed my hay fever, tendinitis. My girlfriend's pretty much reversed her autoimmune thyroid disease. It's what we're born to eat. I bet my life on it.
And the people that you train, that you're a personal trainer for, what sort of problems have they been struggling with that you think that veganism has helped cure?
So one had type 2 diabetes. He reversed that in a matter of weeks. It's just really a matter of getting enough fat out of the bloodstream so that insulin can do its job. And by losing weight, it's really saturated fat gets intramuscular, and then it blocks the insulin from working. So by cutting out animal products, losing a bit of weight, boom, nearly everyone reverses type 2 diabetes. If you look at Neil Barnard's book, A Program for Reversing Diabetes, he's had thousands of successful patients. What else? Arthritis. One guy had arthritis for 20 years, who reversed that. Liver disease, all sorts. It's amazing.
How about we sort of meet halfway? Could someone listen to this sort of cut a lot of meat out, the rubbish meat, the processed meat, just maybe once a week, once a fortnight, once a month?
The World Health Organization says that red meat is a class 1 carcinogen. It's known. There's new science now which says if our LDL cholesterol in our blood is 57 millilitres per decilitre or less, we're heart attack proof, regardless of the other 9 compounding factors like lack of exercise, smoke and genetics. It's irrelevant as long as we're not eating enough LDL cholesterol, and basically the only way to do it is whole foods vegan. It's the only way. Number 1 killer of humans in the West is that you can't get on a vegan. In fact, you reverse it on a whole foods vegan diet.
Do you find, Paul, because we're almost out of time, how do people respond to your message? Do they say, yeah, but I'm going down the fried chicken shop, or are they prepared to listen?
The proof is in the pudding. People can see the results I'm getting, and it's the way forward. It's win-win-win, like the fate of the planet, people's health. No one wants to hurt animals. Science has proved that we are compassionate by nature. So although we have it hidden from ourselves, when people see the truth, they don't want a part of it.
Paul, great to have you on. Thanks so much for speaking to us this evening. Paul Curtin from Norwich, bouncer, vegan advocate, personal trainer as well, and somebody who clearly has had a huge conversion to the vegan lifestyle.